Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to day 46 of reading 101 essays that will change the way you think. As always, shout out to Brianna West for the text. And today's title is How to Become Your Own Worst Enemy Without Ever Realizing It. Let yourself be governed by the illusions of separateness. Believe that you are always in competition with those around you, that you are only as good as you are better than someone else. Believing your conditioning is the only one, the right one. Drown your desire for connection by manically scrolling through feed after feed, day after day. Live your life waiting for someone else to make you feel love. Put it all in their hands. Condemn them when they don't perform. Believe you're not enough on your own, that there's something in this world that will save you, and can and should. Believe that marriage license mean love, job titles, success, religion, goodness, money, contentment. Trust fully in the powers that be. Let them teach you how to let your fear control you. Do not let yourself feel anything other than what other people say is okay to feel. If your life looks good from the outside, don't take the liberty to say it doesn't feel good on the inside. Act only in accordance with what will make sense to other people. Make the most important facet of your existence being palatable to anyone and everyone else. Trick yourself into thinking that kind of numb safety is happiness. Hate yourself for still caring about the person you aren't supposed to care about anymore. Shame yourself until you're completely suppressing everything you feel. Spend days and months and years checking their status, updates, and new pictures in search of something, anything, that justifies the feeling you just want to kill off. Tie yourself in mental knots, trying to get your head and heart to coexist. Make a caring bad thing. Make loving worse. Assume that the line between good and bad runs between religions or races or creeds or nations rather than each human heart. Disregard our universal capacity to drown in our denseness. Fail to recognize the sameness and beauty in the people you've condemned because they were born with genetics or practices or perceptions that are different than yours, because they were conditioned the opposite way to which you were. Never realize that you were conditioned at all. Believe that you are your thoughts, that you are your emotions, rather than the being observing those things. Never realize the constant stream of conversation you hold with yourself. Never realize that 2/3 of the statements you make and ideas you have are not organically yours. Disregard that they lead you to contentment or kindness or hope, and accept them anyway. Pick and choose the people to whom you afford humanness. Decide who is worthy and not. Sift through the traits and habits of others. Categorize them into what's acceptable and not. Don't let someone be worthy of love and respect just because they are alive. Doing this will ensure you never give the same kindness to yourself. Be your worst enemy so nobody else can be. Assume the worst so nobody can surprise you with it. Call it being realistic. Accept the life someone else thinks you deserve. Don't believe that change is real. Don't believe in anything other than what you can immediately sense and see. Suffocate the chance of possibility. Sustain yourself on temporary highs, the kind that come from other people and their attention. Let your past experiences quantify your self-hatred. Create your past in your present. Let other people wash away the good parts of you. Call this being strong. Settle because you are too afraid to choose. Call this being smart. Fight others so you don't have to face yourself. Resist and reject until it seems like everyone and everything is seeping under your skin and torturing you. Never realize your mind does the wielding. Never realize that bit by bit, you create the life you never really wanted, the pieces you never really chose. I feel like the best way to become our own enemy is to not know who we are, is not to put our lives into perspective. Because I feel like a lot of the time we think that the way we are, the way we were raised, it's all from us. Everything is us. But we need to understand that just because you were raised a certain way, it doesn't mean that it's right. Just because you are a certain way doesn't mean that it's right. So it's really deeply reflecting on who you are and the things that you want with your life. Because a lot of the time we won't question anything. We won't question, is this the way that I should be living? Do I really want to be doing this with my life? And there were a lot of really good examples in this. And they were very specific examples, which is really good because that's how we identify it. You think that everything that you went through, the way you are and the way you're raised, there's nothing else. There's no other perspectives, no other experiences. And that's how you become your own worst enemy. By comparing yourself to other people, by not understanding that I believe that it's you versus who you were yesterday. It's never you versus another person. It's never you versus your current you. It's you versus who you were yesterday. Getting 1% better every day. Getting 0.5% better every day. As long as you're getting better, you can't be your own worst enemy. As long as you're realizing your own flaws and actually being truthful with yourself, you can't be your worst enemy. So understanding that it's not you versus another person. It's not you versus your current self. It's you versus who you were yesterday. Trying to become better than that person you were yesterday. Even if it's just a little bit. 0.0001% better. As long as you're getting better. Because the only way that you're your own worst enemy is if you don't acknowledge that there's a lot of room for growth in your life. Because you become your own worst enemy because you think that you're perfect. You think that there's nothing wrong with me. You think that I have no more room for growth. Not me. There's nothing that I can work on. But everybody has things that they can work on. And that's how you become your own worst enemy. By thinking that you got everything figured out. By thinking your life is perfect. Your upbringing is perfect. Your perspectives are perfect. By thinking there's nothing left for me to learn. So tomorrow's title is If We Saw Souls Instead of Bodies. So I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 47.